Hello everyone. If you are going to be doing the sew along with Lori Holt from beeinmybonnet blogspot.com, it's the flower basket sampler sew along. Okay, so in this quilt there will be 13 flower baskets. These 13 flower baskets are pieced and appliqued. So what we're going to do in today's video is I'm going to show you how to do the piecing section of that flower basket. It's very simple. All of the blocks are going to be pieced the exact same way. So what we're going to do is we are going to take our 13 blocks and make them all at once. And then in the video for each block for the applique part, we'll just be doing the applique on top of our pieced block that we made in today's video. All right, so in today's video, this is block number 5 in the quilt. All right, since we are working on block 5 today, we are looking at the diagram from our block guide. So this diagram shows us the fabrics, it shows us the applique section with the piece section, how it's all laid out together. Alright, so since today we are doing the piecing section of block 5, we are going to look at the bottom of the page where it shows us the pieces required. So we are going to cut A through I and then assemble those pieces with our sewing machine. All right, guys, so I have all of the pieces cut and laid out according to our block guide. So make sure that you print this off. This is going to show you the fabrics you need and the sizes of fabrics you cut for each section. All right, so let's talk about our basket block layout. So our basket blocks will have piecing and applique. So you'll notice this part of the block here, and the handle, and then the rim right here will be appliqued. The rest of the block is pieced. So that's what we're going to do first. So this is a block 5, but all of the blocks are going to be pieced exactly the same, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to make it in sections. Here's section 1, section 2, and section 3. Section 3 is just one large piece of fabric, so you don't need to sew anything together there. So let's look at section 1. So we have different pieces here. So we have a 2.5 by 10.5 inch strip of fabric here. This is our pot. We're going to take 2.5 inch squares and sew them diagonally on our pot. This is going to make the pedestal of the pot. Once we get those 2 squares sewn on, then we're going to sew this 2.5 by 10.5 inch piece to it. Once we get this section sewn together, then we will add the 4 by 4.5 inch rectangles right there like that. And that will be section 1. Then in section 2, going to be the same thing. So the first thing we're going to do is sew this 4 by 12.5 to this 1 by 12.5. These 2 pieces will be sewn together. Then we're going to take our 3.5 inch squares. We're going to lay them on here like this, down at the bottom corner. We're going to sew it diagonally from here to here. We'll open it up. And this is the top of our flower pot, okay? Then once we have this section sewn together, we're going to add these side rectangles. All right, so this is section 1, section 2, and section 3. Now that we have each section ready, we will then sew those sections together. All right, and then you will see that we will have a flower basket ready to be appliqued. So all of our flower baskets, we're going to make 13 of these, will all be sewn together the same way. So cut all your fabrics and sew all your blocks. Okay? It's really simple. Just follow our block guide, which gives us all of our measurements and what fabrics that Lori used for her block. Now, you don't have to use these exact fabrics. Use whatever you have in your stash. Go through your stash and be like, do I have any backgrounds close to this? Do I have any pot colors like this? Or just change all the colors up, whatever your color scheme is for your house. All right. All right, so let me go to the sewing machine and we're going to sew each section together first, and then I'll show you it all together. All right, so as you can see, making this basket block is not hard at all, and it's really pretty quick. Just do it in the 3 sections like I showed in the video, and you'll have these baskets all done in no time at all. All right, so in this picture, I'm showing you the finished pieced section of our block. I'm showing you the block guide, and then I'm showing you the applique pieces. All right, so what I did is I traced my Sew Simple shapes onto my heat and bond paper. Then I cut them out, and then I ironed them to the back of the fabric. All right, so all I have to do now is go with my scissors and cut each of those designs out. Then we'll be ready to applique our block. One more thing I have to do is to make the handle out of bias fabric. And I'll show you how to do that when we do our applique on this block, all right? So this is all we're going to do for this video, is piece our blocks and show you how easy it is and how you could just knock them all out, and then all you'll have to do is the applique part for each flower basket. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Like and subscribe to Grandma's channel. Like and subscribe to Grandma's channel.